Bonk. Bonk. What the? Okay, did I just disconnect or something? No, stop with the...
disconnect or...
Stop with the preview thing being restarted automatically. How dare you. I should mute that as soon as I know that I've got audio working. Welcome back. Yeah, I figured... Oh, there goes the bitrate. No, it just dipped into yellow. It seems okay now. It says we haven't dropped any frames since reconnecting. No, actually it says live 3 hours 54 minutes and 0 dropped frames. That's weird. About a minute, no biggie? Yeah, I'm confused at what I just saw. It definitely dipped into the yellow, like less than 6,000 kilobits. And we had the thing happen that happens when I get reconnected. Must be at Twitch? Maybe. Yeah, I've had internet issues before at this place, but as far as I know, it's been pretty good lately. Okay, let's see if we can't finish this build up. So, I think we're not going to change what our train stations are going to be here. So, let's at least summon some stuff. Definitely finalized the physical inputs. And the fluids, we can just not connect the pipes until we're sure. Okay, so... significant biomass. 3 chests per cargo wagon. 48 times 5 times 3 times 4. 2880 is the absolute limit. Even with a perfectly balanced unloader, I don't trust it to go that high. So... how much is a train load? 160 times 5? 800. Let's just go for like 2,000. And for electro, for any kind of data, stacks train size is 8,000. We'll go for 2.5 train loads, so 20,000, which is same as the significant biomass with 1 extra digit, of course. Which data were we looking for? Bioelectric data, I'm pretty sure. Bioelectric data. I didn't forget the extra 0. And then 120k for each fluid. Actually, at 1,000 per second, I could probably get the trains to come a little bit sooner. So the fluids are neural gel and nutrient gel. Neural gel. Let's say 180,000. We can fit 200,000 here. And this one's going to be nutrient gel. 180k. And then I'll just update the station name before I summon the train. Nutrient... that's neural gel. Nutrient gel. Cool. bioelectric data. And this one was neural gel, right? Fantastic. You're the guy with the omnidirectional thing, aren't you? Omnidirectional. I have omni smelters, and I have a mole that builds almost everything with these 6 space manufactories, if that's what you mean. Using the crafting combinator mod, we changed the recipes based on circuit conditions. Alright, so if this one is neural gel, that can go here. Why don't we... one off from that lining up here. We might want more pipes for that anyway, though, since we're looking at 1.15k. The pipes could get out of hand quickly. So let's say we go down here. I might just connect them up in all directions. And maybe leave some room for pumps, we'll see. I want it to be able to come down from there. So this is neural gel. It's this one. That doesn't line up, does it? Rip. I kind of want it to be able to come down from there. And how much is this? 7? That's good. I might just put a pump here. And I would kind of like to put a pump here. Also Glauben, Breaker, Sando. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Let's go with... That's output. That's output. This one is neural gel input. And I would like this to be able to connect. That's actually another perfect 7. Pump goes here. Well, that's worked out neater than expected. And we should have more than enough room, I hope, to fit the other input. Let's see. Maybe there. This one might actually have some pipe throughput issues for once. Diamond Senpai, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. How's your stream today? Welcome, raiders. Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. Satellite Co. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Whoops. I guess worst case, I run another pipe this way. It's probably gonna be fine. Probably. How's the factory been? Not too bad. I actually have a whole lot of new ideas that I'm implementing right now. Like, it recently occurred to me that even though you can't directly read contents and set requests for a logistic chest, we can actually set requests and then deduce what's in these chests, assuming we read from wherever else certain items might be stored in a logistic network. So I've actually got a spaceship design that I've had in mind for a long time that's on its way here. Repetitive Beats, good to see you again. Oh, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Holy Jesus, that's a big boy factory. Thank you. Yeah, so we've got this planet. It's about the same distance away as Orchard. Another planet I found to get copper core fragments from. But it's a little bit large. And what we've been doing is sending spaceships to land on a planet, get refueled, pick up whatever item it is, and take off. But between how chunky this planet is and also our new spaceship design actually has like 3 times as many chests, it's actually not going to be able to take off from here. So all of a sudden, if we want that sweet, sweet copper, we need to, or at least this is the solution I came up with for now, since we don't have space elevators. We bring the ship in. The ship is carrying just the right amount of iridium ingots, explosives, and delivery cannon capsules. It sends... let's see. It sends its resources down to here. We can't send delivery cannon capsules directly, but we can send all of the required items to make them. So we make a whole bunch of delivery cannon capsules here, mine the core fragments, send them back up to Sange orbit. And then we use the same chests that brought lots and lots of explosives and iridium ingots to store the copper core fragments for the trip back. And the current design for the ships gives us 144,000 copper core fragments each time it comes here. I haven't actually implemented that yet in the save. I have done it in the sandbox, but we'll see if we run into some bugs first. When physics doesn't want to cooperate, you make it cooperate? Yes. Just brute force the physics. Are we... Oh. We're at Nauvis. Also, this was supposed to go to Nauvis orbit. I may have forgotten to type that. I'm a little bit surprised. I guess I was too busy... Yeah. I didn't realize how long I'd been spending building, orbital base stuff. But also, that was like an ETA of 40 minutes, with the UPS at 23. So actually it's like 2 hours almost. But here we are. We've also got... Oh, this is both of them. I almost thought there was a third one. I need to get one of the outpost ships back to... where was it? Capellus? And we wanted to spam more solar power and put in some more energy beam emitting. And the main bottleneck when we were there last was space platform scaffolding. It's kind of a mess of wires. Anyway, let's continue our build before we get distracted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're okay to finalize this one. And then we just have to get decent throughput of nutrient gel into these things. So, let's see. I do want 3 pipes coming out of this, I've decided. This goes here. So we're gonna go... I think I'll actually disconnect this part. Maybe a 3B here. That's a decent fit. Sure, that works. I might put this pump over here instead, though. And then... middle one... about a 15. I'm just going to assume that I'm not going to build a second half to this block. At least, not anytime soon. And pump. And last but not least, is this going to reach over? Yeah, just barely. From this side. Something like this. That would be 2 and 4, wouldn't it? How about... how about that? That works. Alright, so hopefully we've got all of our input fluids lined up in the right place. I don't see any here. There we go. Fantastic. Looking good on this one. And here we have nothing. Perfect. This one looks okay, actually. So we're just missing the nutrient gel in the middle. Oh, we're missing a corner again. That one should be correct. Nice and easy to see this one. This is output, this is output. Input is looking good. So we're just waiting on the significant biomass and electric data to see this one working. And I think it's going to be a while. We had significant biomass bottlenecking on like 3 or 4 steps back. I think it was ultimately bottlenecking on genetic data. which is blocked because bio sludge. I think maybe Okay, I'm gonna try something I hope I don't regret. We're gonna aim for 200,000 and set a train limit of 2 for the recycled biosludge part of this biosludge block. Or this, not just biosludge, but biocide stuff. So hopefully we can just about double the train throughput, bringing the biosludge back here. And we can keep our genetic data flowing. That's the plan, anyway. I might have to redesign this a little bit. But looking at the block as a whole, it's mostly... there isn't room for improvement. It's just I have to figure out the priorities and conditions on producing genetic data a little bit better. Zoomed out view reminds me a bit of looking at microchips. Yeah, that happens in Factorio, absolutely. I have a couple of builds that look a lot like a microchip, actually. This is cargo rocket landing pads going into belts, going into train stations. Looks like a CPU, right? What else? I'm sure I had another build that looked very processory. That's basically the same one. Even has the bond wires going out, indeed. That one almost looks like a chessboard, depending on the zoom. Okay. Oh, and most of the spaceships I've built on the map... Actually, why don't we block everything but spaceship from this list? Let's find some ships in motion. That one's a little different. Are you okay? Calidus, Asteroid Belt 1... Asteroid Belt Probe Data 1. Okay, I think you are just waiting for your turn. Yes, good. This is working. Okay, cool. Yeah, most of the ships that I've made kind of look like a face or a little, like 8-bit video game character a little bit. What is this ship doing? Nauvis Orbit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, when I brought this thing back to retire, I think I blocked where it was trying to land. Yeah, turns out you can put artillery wagons on spaceships, and when they land, they do work. So that's fun. What else have we got? The space trucks. I guess if you squint, you can kind of see some kind of character there. Maybe these are arms and legs. I don't know. What are you doing? Whoops. Deadwood 7 is at Nauvis, waiting to anchor on Nauvis. Probably for... Huh? Anchor using 6. This is copper core fragments. Deadwood 7. 2002. Okay. Signal ID is 2002. Where is that? Don't tell me I changed it around and forgot or something. 2001. 2002. But this is coal core fragments. Whoops, I guess? This one's 6. Copper core fragment. Copper core fragment. Well, it's just as well that I'm due to retire and replace a bunch of these ships because apparently... Wait, coal core fragment. Oh, this is Deadwood. It's fine. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm not losing my mind. I didn't confuse Deadwood with Orchard. It's totally fine. Earth is actually a neural network that is being trained to design chips through games like Factorio. So that's the reason. Okay. Let's... Did we actually finish this build, apart from testing it? I think we did. It's just going to be a while before we actually see it testable. What was the other data card? I want to make sure that's in motion so that we get that eventually. Satellite Co. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. It was bioelectric data, which is here. We are missing significant biomass. Okay. So they're bottlenecked on... Like, both of these resources are the same bottleneck. So that is... What is it called? Oh, this isn't... Advanced Neural Gel. This isn't even one of the data cards for Bioscience 4. It's actually just one of the prerequisites. RIP. Okay, so what did we need it for? We already did radiation resistance data. That one was relatively trivial. It was almost the exact same recipe that we'd done before. Neural anomaly data we haven't touched. That one's a little bit complicated. 2 physical, 1 fluid in. 2 physical out with 1 recycle and 2 fluids out. That is a pain. I'm going to procrastinate that one. Decompression resistance data. Which one was it required? Advanced neural gel. That's this one. Yeah, now that I just spent that time making the prerequisite, I'm going to procrastinate this one. I won't be able to see it in motion for a while anyway. So this one's done. This one, we've got the prerequisites now. This one looks like a pain, but... Oh, I also need to do the Vitalic Epoxy prerequisite. And this is the only one that is straightforward that I have all the things. Apart from significant biomass is bottlenecked right now, everything is just in the rail network. And it looks like a pretty simple recipe. Though it is very, very fast. 3 physical in... One physical out and some fluid out. It almost feels strange that this late into science we get such an easy recipe. Alright, so we're going to start with our request station. We'll be wanting a bacon. What facility do we need? Not the usual. Genetics facility. That's this thing. I think we had a block that was spamming genetic facilities. Is this it? No. It was one that left lots of room for expansion because those things are fast. Where is it though? That's not it. Oh. No, this isn't the one I was thinking of. But it does have 2 solids and a fluid in. 3 solids in. Okay, never mind. Well, it has 2 belts in, though. This one's higher throughput. So I actually need 2 belts in. Maybe I'll copy this layout. And we just remove the input pipe. Could do. It'll probably be way too fast. I'm really surprised I couldn't find the block I was thinking of. Oh, here it is. Nutrient vat. I left room for ridiculous expansion that we're never gonna need. This is 3 in and 2 out physically. This is pretty close to what we need to build. So I might steal that. Where are our spiders? Let's get you to visit that little block where you left some growth facilities not built. And then head over here, please. Once we're resupplied on this scaffolding... Actually, I want significantly more scaffolding. How much more do I need? No, it wasn't scaffolding. There was something else that I needed to take back to Sange Orbit. Or was it Sange specifically? I do need a bunch of delivery cannons. Lots of heat exchangers, a bunch of steam turbines, and some pipe. Most of that should be automatically included. Pipe, heat exchangers, check. Well, let's see. 248. How can I get back to Sanj quickly? We need 248. I mean, we have 248. Tile Ghost says 192, 189, and only 33. So we've got the pipe and heat exchangers. We've got... I actually removed the chest for turbines. Because empty chests count as if they're full with the container stress calculation for ships. Name in base, repetitive beats, no worries. Where are we going to put it? Up here? P. V. Repetitive... Whoa, that's not the B we're looking for. B, E... A... T... S... And where do we want it? Maybe here? Woohoo. I'll take that as a yes. This is fine. Alright, do the bots have reach there? I think they do. Let's make sure. Actually, they might need a charger. Fantastic. Oh, spiders have arrived. Nice-oo. Let's give this some modules. How fast would this be with just speed modules in the wide area beacon, though? 2 belts of... Oh, that's the wrong recipe. We're looking at... I think it was comparative genetic data. Let's double check. Yes. Okay. Comparative genetic data. 125 per second. I don't think we'll be needing that much. Considering that's like 10 times faster than most of our other builds. And 2.5k biosludge per second. Hey, oh, that's producing biosludge. I almost said we found a biosludge sink, but it's actually a biosludge flood. Okay. Can we give this some efficiency modules as well? I want minimum consumption. There we go. It's only 6 of... Huh. Oh, because we don't have speed modules in these things. I do want to go for the minimum number of machines if I can. Genetics facility. Speed module. So we're looking at plus 500% consumption. I have a feeling if I keep going with maximum speed modules, I'm gonna turn all of these on full speed at one day, and we're actually gonna crash our seemingly infinite power network. Plus 200%. What was the last one? Plus 500? So I need like 2 more efficiency modules, I think, to get the minimum power consumption while still going fast. Yeah, okay. Wait. Okay, that's still minus 80%. So how fast is one of these? 250 biosludge per second, 12.5 comparative genetic data. Yeah, this is one of those builds, this is one of those recipes that doesn't really fit in a giant rail block very well. 12.5 blank data card per second. It's actually going to be pretty difficult to keep up with inserters. Biomass, significant biomass, blank data card. There wouldn't happen to be somewhere that I could squeeze that in that would make sense. I'm sure on like a main bus base or something, there's somewhere that makes all the sense in the world, but... Bio-significant blank. I don't think it's happening. Oh, what was that build we just did? We need significant and a different data card. Okay. Significant biomass, blank data card. And then we just have to bring in... What was it? Regular biomass. Yeah, I could have these two share a little bit. Did a little Googling on biosludge. There's a Reddit post asking about this. Excessive biosludge, space exploration. There are 2 replies that look useful. Pog. I think... I dare hope we can maybe fit just like 1 or 2 of these machines at the bottom of this build. Which will benefit from this beacon. I could even move it down a few tiles. And then we just bring in... Why do I keep blanking on... Regular biomass? Because I keep wanting to say biosludge. So we've already got everything except the regular biomass here. I could even... It's going to be a bit messy wherever I put the train. Okay. Oh, we're actually halfway through Spaceship Structural Integrity 7. Jesus, that? Dodara? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so how fast would just these two be? 36 blank data cards per second. Along with everything else. That railway looks hot as fuck. Thank you. I think. We've got... Blank data card was here, wasn't it? Yeah. Got a blueprint string for that? I think so. I think someone asked just last week, and I made sure... I thought I already had the rail block uploaded, and I didn't, but... Yeah, there it is. It's done already. This right here... this right here is that blueprint exactly. I think you could I'm pretty sure there's a couple of improvements I could make. Using up less space with the crisscrossy bits. And I also think you could have two-way drive if you know what you're doing with signaling. Depending on whether it's a chain signal or a regular signal on the straight rail. But yeah, that's the block we're using. I'm not gonna run those experiments until the next playthrough. Okay. I could just... You know what? I'm not gonna worry so much about putting this under a beacon. Especially because the inserters would have to be ridiculously fast. Like, I'm gonna need a lot of inserters on one machine. And I'm just gonna steal the blank data cards from here. And then we're gonna have regular biomass coming in this way. How fast would just 2 of these be? 15 per second for each. And I'll have the fluid output. This is contaminated biomass, I think. Yeah. Contaminated biosludge. Excuse me one sec. Finally starting to get a bit cold here. Okay, so... How much... That's actually a lot of biomass, because the stack size... The stack size is only 5. We need 3 and a bit stacks per second. That's kind of a lot. On the plus side, it doesn't take very long for the trains to output. Or input, rather. So we're going to do our usual shared input here for biomass. And significant biomass. It's less than half a belt for each. Less than half a belt blank data cards. Output the fluid. Gonna do that up here. This will actually be same color as a what's the word I'm looking for? Buffer chest, just to show that it's both a pickup and a drop-off. So we're not going to be provide stack thresholding anything. We are not going to be request thresholding anything. we're going to be looking for... Let's see. Stack size is 5, right? Yes. So 48 times 5 times 3 times 4. Stacks in a chest, stack size, number of chests per cargo wagon, number of cargo wagons is 2880. We'll go about 2,000 for each. And just to provide threshold of 100k will be enough for the fluid. 1 minute I'm looking at Factorio blueprints, another at Drill Chicken Plucker. Okay. Oh, we've already got... It'll be regular biosludge, biomass, yeah. That's what we've got plenty of. Okay. So I want to put each of these on either side of the belt. Merge them all together. This'll do. So these should already be correct. Read belt contents hold. Change this one to regular biomass. And copy this across. Make sure these are connected. So now these will all swing at the same time for each resource. And then... That's actually a good fit. Seven point 7.6 per second. What's the output? Oh, I completely forgot the physical output. We can do that here. Okay. How fast? Everything is 7.6 per second, which is not long arm inserter territory. We can maybe pull off each resource with one inserter. But dealing with belts, I'm a little bit skeptical. If it was direct insertion... No, it should be fine. If it was direct insertion, we'd only need a quarter of one inserter for each resource. The difference between direct insertion and taking from a belt is approximately double. If it's a stack inserter with full upgrades. It gets worse when it's trying to pick up multiple different resources. Although if the stack size of these two is only 5, I don't know if that's going to be better or worse. Whatever the case, we're going to need to... We're going to need to do the thing... where we use splitters. Oh, it's gonna be in the way, isn't it? I was hoping to pump this straight up through here. Maybe like that. And then I guess this can go here. And then this can go here. I forgot there's only 3 inputs. Yeah, this will probably be enough if we put blank data cards on that belt. Okay. And then this goes here. And we're just waiting on blank data cards as ever. Not to mention the significant biomass, which is ultimately waiting on this stuff, which is still misbehaving. I keep seeing this between 5 and 10,000. So I think I'll try setting this to something like greater than 5.5k. Yeah, every time I look, these are between 5 and 10,000. So hopefully we can... How much is it? 10 biosludge per recipe? I'm pretty sure we can consume all the way down to 5.5k without causing this to produce when we don't want it to. Okay. So we need an output station. I think that goes there actually. Standard pickup. And if we're getting 15.2 per second. I think I could add 1 more of these. That would be slightly more than half a belt for each resource. I'm not going to bother. We're going to bottleneck on these low stack size things anyway. I think. So let's just... go with the simplest balanced loader. No. 2 tiles off. What if I do this? Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4 spaceships. Taking off, arriving or taking off at the same time. I hope that wasn't a bug. Like when I landed that ship and immediately 2 other ships landed next to it and then they all took off. I don't... It seems unlikely that we would have heard all of those together by coincidence. I don't see any... Maybe I missed it. Oh, yep, no, there's our bot activity. So something happened over here. Anyway. Before we forget to finish our build. Just gonna limit this to 1 cargo wagon for each chest. And we're gonna have provide stack threshold 160. Connect that to the train stop input. You've got to be kidding me. It doesn't reach. Symmetry noises. And this is comparative genetic data. Okay, so theoretically we've got that done, but I think it's going to be a minute. Oh, also this isn't connected. It's going to be a minute before we see that input actually come in. What's next? I kind of want to take a little break from designing Bio 4, to be honest. We need to do Vitalic Epoxy anyway. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be a really straightforward build on Nauvis. I'll just confirm that we can, in fact, prod that on Nauvis. What? Oh. What do we need? Oh, it's a chemical plant. And the fact that it showed regular chemical plant, I'm pretty sure tells me everything I need to know. Just make absolutely sure we can productivity it, otherwise there's no point in doing it on Nauvis. Epoxy. Productivity modules. Chemical plant. That's, yeah, there it is. Fantastic. Okay, so this is Vitalic acid, Vitalic reagent, sulfur, 2 to 2 to 4. 4 seconds. I think we've got, yeah, reagent and acid is up here. And then it was sulfuric acid, that most of that is over here. So I would like to build this over here in that case. Kind of forgot about this build. Oh, we are getting what we need. We're just very slow on the delivery cannon capsules for some reason. I wonder why. There's no way this already came back with the core fragments. Right? Yeah, no. So... send them up here. I see delivery cannon capsules getting produced, and yet... we've got so few of them. Literally like 20 or so? I wonder what took them so long. No, I really want... Oh, don't tell me. No. No. I forgot to... Weapon delivery caps. Okay. This should actually be... Delivery cannon capsule. It's not that I got that signal wrong. It's that I forgot that I needed to whitelist this in the first place. So, quite a lot of delivery cannon capsules have been delivered to the mall by now. 7,000 to be precise. Dope, indeed. I do have systems in place to automatically take things from the mall to wherever they're needed. I think for the short trains, the provide stack threshold is 1. No, that's the request stack threshold. Where's the... Up here? Provide stack threshold 1. Okay. So if we request... I didn't actually put a limit on it. I'm pretty sure there's only one place that we're going to be getting those capsules from. So I'm just going to request all of them. It should only be the mall that's capable of picking up delivery cannon capsules with a short train. So that should bring them back here. And spiders are still on their way. Let's start with our input and output rail that we usually do. And there was no fluid involved in this recipe. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3 inputs. I could use the sushi belt thing that we've just learned. That's actually perfect for this, depending on the throughput. Or I could just copy paste this thing. That would be valid as well. It's actually been a while since I checked that our modules are being produced. Over the last hour, 4.3 productivity 6s per minute. That's actually excellent. 4.1 speed 6s per minute, and 2 efficiency 6s per minute over the last hour. That is probably beyond the rate at which I tend to want to build them on average. So that's good. How many do we have in storage over here? 500, 1.3k, 467. That is beautiful. We're going to be upgrading a few things on Nauvis for better productivity bonuses. There's a bit of rail missing down here. Let's fix that. And on Nauvis... let's get some signals here. Signals here. Signals here. And signals here. What's this? Oh, this is the old Vitamelange build. And it's empty, apart from the vulcanite blocks. Let's get our deconstruction spiders to pay them a visit. If they're not currently full of random stuff, which they are. Let's send them back to the mall first. Hey chat question, who would enjoy multiplayer Factorio stream? Sifacat, Aussie, and Kiwi. Seems good to me. Okay, we want a drop-off station? Pickup? No, drop-off station. I got that backwards. We don't want these old power poles. We want shiny new power poles. Partly because they help us measure where the middle of the block is. This goes here. This goes here. Requester station goes here. Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to have a massive excess of space for this build. We're probably just going to copy-paste something like this. So, as much as I have the temptation to make some sushi, there's really no need. Metallic epoxy. I really need to automate the delivery of high-level productivity modules. But for now, I will take the 1,000 or so that we've got over here and make a trip down to Nauvis. Wow. 1.4k. Jeez. Well, away we go. Just made it to my first other planet. Went there by myself with some essentials. Planet, a landing pad, and got the second rocket to come over. Now I'm standing in front of a patch of iridium, and I can't use any of the 200 electric drills I bought because it needs a big electric drill. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought the only limitation was some of them need sulfuric acid. Rip. F's in chat. Let's land on the Nauvis. And bring the prods. Wait, what? Oh, that's as many as I was carrying, that's all. Let me just get my spooder. A little bit easier to move around. Also good to know, I never ran into that either. Yeah, I liked the big mining drills better because you can give them more modules. Well, not to mention they're also just, you know, bigger and neater. Alright, so what does this look like? We have... well, let's do 1/2 first. Only 23 Vitalic epoxy per second. Less than 1 belt of each of these. 2 belts of sulfur. That's actually kind of fast. How do we do 4 belts of... Oh, right. Hold on. Each side is actually only less than half a belt for each of these, and less than 1 belt for sulfur. So that's actually going to be perfect. I don't suppose we can plagiarize our previous work with the input stations as well? I think we can. Yeah, this one will be sulfur, and this one will be a shared input. Okay. Easy build. Let's copy this over to here. Switch these back on. Copy those recipes back. Wait, what's the individual output? Less than 1 per second, so the long arm inserters are fine. Okay, so this is going to be sulfuric acid. This part is generalized, so I don't have to edit that. And so sulfuric acid is going to go on this belt. And on the other one we want vitalic acid and vitalic reagent. Vitalic acid, vitalic reagent, vitalic acid, and vitalic reagent. Cool. We are going to need to read from a part of the belt that detects both of those. Oops. Read belt contents hold. Should be good enough. Just check all of those are connected. Alright. So stack size is 50 for these, right? Both of them? Yep. And for sulfuric acid, it is of course 50. This is also stack size 50, so I know this will work with the same size, different ingredient. So that's that one done. And then... what's the... We get twice as much sulfur as the other two. So we'll go for 24,000 for each of these. And there should be room in the chests for that. So 3 train loads. And we know each chest contains more than a cargo wagon. That's totally fine. 24,000 for this one. Vitalic acid. 24,000 vitalic reagent. Let's allow some more trains. Vita and Vita. Cool. And that just leaves the output station, which I don't see any reason not to simply copy-paste here. And we'll just change the name of the output station. Belts should already be lined up. That's a nice little break from some complicated recipes. Vitalic epoxy. easy. We do still need to send it into Nauvis orbit, however. And I've actually run out of stations. So we're going to go brick shuttle, pick up, that goes there. Rest of that goes there. First time watching in about a month. What are the key changes since the couple ship setups? We've got shuttles going between Nauvis and Nauvis orbit. It's not fuel efficient, but the throughput is very, very high. And there's no crashing spaceships or anything. We did have some trouble with liquid rocket fuel for a while, but it is totally saturated now. We actually just hit maybe a critical mass of production of modules, tier 6 modules. I just picked up 1,400 of them from orbit. So, gonna be upgrading some more things now. I need to do another build for, well, quite a few things, but I would like to do another build for rough data storage substrates. The machine count on these builds is very high. Now that I've got wide area beacons and tier 6 modules, I would very much like to make this a bit more UPS friendly. And we need to put that into shuttles as well, because I'm pretty sure... No, I know for a fact our new blank data card builds are bottlenecking on this. Although right now it seems to have run out of copper plate. We are working on another planet to give us copper ore at the moment. But I've been a little bit distracted from... Oh! It's gone. Sanj 1 is en route. It's still got 9,978 degrees. And it is carrying at least 480, 80, and 14 explosives, iridium ingots, and delivery cannon capsules. With set requests in these chests, it is going to Sanj, or rather Sanj Orbit. Wait, what? Oh. Sanj Orbit. Once it gets here, the logistic bots are going to take all of that stuff and put it in these chests. We're getting a bit of a lurch at the moment because the construction spiders are doing their thing, placing rail signals. Thanks for the stream. Night, everyone. Take care, Whiskers. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. This is a new way of doing things that I haven't... Well, I've done it in, like the sandbox mode. I haven't proved it works in the actual game. But the basics of it is we use set requests so that the ship can bring lots of stuff and then take lots of stuff in the same chests. It's dropping off materials to use the delivery cannons to supply materials for delivery cannons because we don't have a space elevator. And then it takes back, I think it's 144,000 copper core fragments. and once it gets... We figure out how much is in the ship by reading the logistic network and subtracting what's in these chests. And that's how we know how much copper core fragment is in the ship. Because the bots can be relied on to put more stuff into the ship, well, into the chests sometimes than we're asking for. Like, here we've got 17 delivery cannon capsules instead of 14. I'm surprised looking at all of these. Maybe it's because we didn't have that much stuff. But I'm seeing exactly 40... Oh, there we go, 482. But most of these have exactly 480 explosives and 80 iridium ingots. Because the bots go over some of the time, we actually need to have a lot of storage for these things, and then keep requesting that the... We're actually requesting that the ships bring exactly what it takes to fill up their inventory, but they'll bring a little bit more. So we're continuing to request that they bring that stuff until this gets dangerously close to full, and then we skip out on one resource or the other. Anyway, I kind of want the ship to get here so I can sort of show exactly how that works. In the meantime, we do have... or we are about to have... Uh-oh. I made that mistake again. Instead of Vitalic acid times 3 and then Vitalic reagent times 3, for this layout it needed to be alternating from one to the other from each chest. And now we've made a mess. Okay, let's see what we can do about that. I was about to say it's not that full yet, but it kind of is. If I use even distribution... I'm just gonna wait till this... I was gonna say I'm gonna wait till this empties, but it's actually gonna take a minute. Yeah, I don't want to mess with this while the train's in motion. So what I'm going to do is, once the train leaves, update these so that they're correct. And then try and use even distribution to put the Vitalic acid in this chest, this chest, this chest, and so on. Except then I have to, like... I have to pick it all up. This is a problem. Well, we're gonna try anyway. Don't tell me another train is waiting with this stuff. It is. Oh no. Could you give me a minute, please? Thank you. I think I'm just gonna need a bunch of chests. In fact, why don't I make a little temporary robot network? That's a good idea. Best idea I've had for at least 12 seconds. Logistic bots. I've only got 46, that's fine. Storage chests? How many chests do we have here? 24? Yeah, this was a good idea. Even though it is only 50 bahts. I could give him a hand. You know what? I should have left these ones alone. Whoops. And that should be vitalic acid. So these two are correct. Yeah, so it's actually just this one and this one that need to be emptied. Okay. Wait, what are those splitters sorting by? Deconstruction? Oh yeah, this is so that nothing ends up there. So if you have, let's say you have, well, what we're doing here is merging, and we don't actually want anything to go over here. And I don't like having items just permanently wasted sitting on this little bit of belt. So I'm just going to mark it as something that's never actually going to be on the belt. Like, let's say fish. And whatever I put in here is not going to go to the left. I just like Deconstruction Planner because it looks like a red light or something. So it's pretty obvious this isn't going here. Yep. If I put these storage chests a bit closer, the bots will go exponentially faster. The closer it gets. Oh, hurry up. So this actually needs to look like... Yeah, I can do the circuitry right now. This goes here. And then... that should do that. Even though I'm pasting it where there's a chest in the way. With shift click. I also need to drain this belt to some extent. As long as the machines actually get their input, they'll sort it out a little bit, but we can't really count on that. Well, so much for the easiest build of all time. We were that close. Okay. Looks like they are done. Oops. And that's a lot of stuff to even distribute, but we'll get there. Oh, I can only pick up like 100 at a time. Alright, how about I make some room? I'll get the bots to give this stuff back to me. I could also, like, use requester chests, but I need to be sure these are actually balanced. So I'd have to do this at least once after the... No! No. Luckily, even distribution will... okay. I'm trying to go slightly too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. And this is the last time. For this resource at least. Nice. Now we put in this stuff. And once more with feeling. And caution as much as speed. Nope. What did I just say? Okay, that's much better. Alright, now if I deconstruct all of this and stand right next to it, the bots will have super duper speed. Nice. And then we can let the train in. Just make sure you put the items in your trash slots, not inventory. Wait, what? Then dump some of the other items in other chests and do the same command and then dumped as well. Just go Control-Shift-C. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Evenly dump it all for you magically. Yeah, that's a really powerful thing with even distribution that I didn't know about and forgot about again. Okay, so to some extent we are going to have to drain this belt. Oh, there's stone on it as well. Until we start seeing the items consistently on either side. Oh, I don't have that much inventory. Okay. Which side is supposed to be this stuff? Maybe I should only take from the one side. It looks like this one's functional now. And let's check this one before I take from it. That goes there. So I want to take from this side. What is this build for, and what's it make, and what biological nightmares will it make for you? Plague rockets? Honestly, all I'm really aware of is that this is a prerequisite for decompression resistance data. I think it's also... yes, it's a prerequisite for Biological Science Pack 4. It is called Vitalic Epoxy. And that seems to be fixed. Alright, now on this side, I'm just adding a little bit of belt so that we can see it more clearly. So I want to take from the left side in both instances. Almost there, I think. That's probably it. Just crashed my... oh, How did I misread that much? I just ordered my lunch. Double smash burger with addition of fried egg and jalapenos. Fries and coleslaw and some stick box? Sounds great. Pizza cut into sticks for dipping into sauce. Interesting. Still on Bio 1, haven't got around to all the items for Bio 2 and 3. Yet, still short on coal. So no plastic, no advanced circuits, no blank data cards, you know the struggle. Oh yes. Yeah, I was thinking of attempting... Oh, I go... So does Shift C do what I think it does here? How much range does it have? Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice. And now our unloader is actually working as intended. I do love these combinatorless balanced unloaders. I love the way they all swing at the same time. Veldak OMG. Veldak be postin' delicious food 24/7. Let's see. Oh, I don't have... Yes, I do. Okay. I was meaning to go down here for some reason. Oh, that's right. We need... We need the rocket fuel tanks. The type that won't let us build on land unless we put spaceship floor down first. There we go. We also need to send our spiders down here to give us some more juicy rail signal lurches. That is some premium UPS right there. It's always a basic resource that you have too much then too little of, yes. Yeah, we even ran out of stone in this playthrough, which was pretty wild. What have we been short on? I don't think... I can hardly think of a resource that we haven't both been completely out of and then completely saturated on. We've actually got 250,000 copper ore in storage at the moment. Are we net negative or net positive on it? Copper ore, last hour. Production 19,000 per minute. We're consuming like 10% more than that. It's a lot of food, I know, but I eat once a day. Oh yeah, I just mean it's like a lot of nice food. And the 24/7 was of course an exaggeration. There's a lot of traffic around our Omni smelters. I did improve the pickup stations for these. And massively, literally more than doubled the throughput of them by upgrading to tier 6 modules on the beacons. It is, speaking of resources that we've completely run out of and then had completely saturated, it's so good to see holmium and especially holmium cable just everywhere. Speaking of which, How high a priority is this to prod 6? I think at the moment something else has to be a higher priority. I think I know exactly what should be a higher priority, actually. And that would be... vanilla core fragments. So let's get over there. Just make sure I'm not running into the water or something. And prod 6. Oh, don't hit the beacons, they might be a bit different. Tier 6 modules. Fantastic. Didn't want to leave your mark on the trail. Wanted some vegan option today, but I'm going on hike tomorrow. Okay. Where is my latest ship? Sanj 1. It is an hour out. It seems to be going a bit slow. 34, 35. It's not in danger of running out of heat. At all. Accumulated charge is not so much. And we're we're setting our speed based on accumulated charge so that we don't go dangerously fast. But it looks, I don't know. What's the density of asteroids here? Only 100. It looks like we should be able to go faster. But if that were the case, the accumulators should be net positive. But I'm pretty sure the old space trucks would go faster than this. I mean, we've got the exact same amount of power production here. 4 condenser turbines. So... 4 condenser turbines and 2 spaceship ion engines. And the rest is relatively trivial compared to that. And this is even with the solar panels still operational. So, what the hell? Why are we traveling at 37? Oh, because it's heavy. Yeah, this is container stress 891. I forgot about that. This is literally like 3 times as much storage as the old model. So this is actually much higher throughput. 35 compared to less than double that with like 3 times the storage. This is actually really, really good. Although it doesn't look as amazing, slowly crawling through space. Okay, we got our prods here. I should check if we're still having trouble getting rid of vanilla core fragments. Doesn't look like it. I would still like to upgrade all of our vanilla core fragment processing blocks. Get rid of these old Tier 1 beacons, Tier 3 modules, higher machine count, and so on. We finished efficiency 8. What else is there for us to do? Speed 8? May as well. This one needs Bio 4. I don't really care about artillery anymore. We've got energy beaming. Stronger explosives. Kind of over that. Flammables. I mean, bullets we could use for a spaceship. But I think the main thing that keeps me from doing that is we need chests. If we're gonna have bullets, if we're gonna use gun turrets to keep asteroids from crashing into the spaceships, so that we don't consume power to do that, so that we can go faster, then we need storage chests for the bullets, and then we're going slower because of that, and or we have less carrying capacity because of that. So, not that great, and then you're also paying for the bullets. I mean, maybe in practice you do get more speed, but... that's bio. Whoops. Everything's bio now. All of the things. Maybe I should do some zone scanning. Oh. Why don't we... I wonder how long... Why is this not receiving 4 fragments? Okay, there's a lot of capacity not in use up here. Let's switch these ones off. And I want to convert this to a more modern block. Same goes for this one. Hey, Dune. Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. How was your stream today? Dorfromantic? Is that one where you have some very chill hexes that you're trying to place and get bonuses and stuff? I think it was Salford Sal I've seen playing that. It was a very chill game. Oh, I didn't finish building this yet, did I? Well, the construction spiders are finished. I need to send the spaceship builder over there. Spaceship Buildertron. And I need the construction spiders up here. But yes, Hex Puzzle Map Making Game. That's the one. I've been watching Simcopter playing that. Cool. And then I forgot to see exactly how long it's going to take this ship to get there. Over an hour still. Game time, that is. Well, it hasn't even left the solar system yet. Let's keep our pants on for the moment. What about in orbit? Well, I think we're still waiting on certain things in orbit. Copper is surprisingly concerning. I didn't actually... So we still have like half of our copper... What? Oh, that's copper plate. This is copper ore, which we're slowly running out of. Yeah, we don't have copper plate in storage. Let's see. We have 271,000? What? I'm... 190,000? 131,000? 238,000? What is going on here? Uh-oh. I think this one's busted. Why is this... Oh, dropped cargo. Okay, this block might need some attention. I don't know what... Wait, you've still got storage. What? Construction bots, 0 out of 900 available? What? 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 Are they on strike? What? What is... What is happening here? Oh, I think... No? I was gonna say maybe there's no room for them, but that's not it. The robot uprising? I know, right? What is going on here? There's no recipe in the industrial furnaces. Let me make absolutely sure that the circuitry... Okay, 90% sure that the circuitry is correct. If there's like an extra wire, then this copy-paste won't help. That seems to have done it. Okay, I don't... Except now there's no recipe. It might be because of this timer. Can I force it to reset sooner? I need T to go down to 1 or 2. T less than 10k. We're at 1k. Let's go T less than 500. Okay, that should have set a recipe. It did not. I don't understand. Output signals all of the recipes, I think. We've got 20 minus 5, 15. Yeah, all 15 recipes. Wait. Where are you? If everything equals 1, output everything 1. And then each greater than 0, output each 1. Okay. We're receiving signals to say don't smelt anything. And I think it's because all of the outputs have met their targets. We've got 240k copper plate, 150 glass, 130 steel. So, how is it... Oh, is this a train? We're not really... I don't understand how we have thousands of logistic bots available and we have storage. Oh. Oh, the only storage that's available is the stuff I added filters to. So it is a storage issue. Why hasn't it happened anywhere else? What's our target? 64,000 holmium powder? And we've got 33,000? I'm pretty sure I mathed it all out so that there'd be room to spare. This is... The storage you have is filtered? Yeah, that's right. They want fair wages? Fair enough. Maybe determine pickup priority depending upon how much there is in storage. Stop filtering your chests. The reason I'm doing that is because I want the bots to have a short trip for the output product. But the thing is, I didn't filter it when I designed this block, I filtered it later on. So some of these are actually wrong, I think. Or I guess it's sorted it out by now. I could just add more storage, but the thing is I thought I limited... Okay, 240k iron ore. We've got 232. 240k that, okay. 240k stone. And why do we have a train that's trying to get here but isn't here? I wish I knew which train it was. I'm pretty sure it's not no path though. We'd be able to see that here anyway. Is this one busted as well? No? This one seems okay. There's no copper plate here at all. How do we have 0 copper plate? These are... Omni smelters are all copy-pasted, by the way. They're not like... I didn't build them manually, individually. We've got 0 copper plate here. 105,000 here. 284,000 here. 174,000. 99,000. And this one, not so surprising. We've got a whole lot, but it's not moving. And there's one up here as well, which seems to be working just fine. Also 0 copper plate. And with our current design for the loaders, we just have static requests, and we read the chest contents. So as soon as that has enough copper plate, it'll trigger a train delivery. Stuff those unionists. No bot abuse. Okay, so... Can I fix this without, like, spamming even more storage? The thing is, I thought I did the math to make sure that there's ample storage for everything. You know, we only request so much of each of these resources. Right, why don't we do the math real quick? We've got 724 storage chests. That is 34,752 stacks. Okay, there's no such thing as doing this math real quick. I think this will be an off-stream thing, because I have to add up all of the inputs with different stack sizes, and also all of the outputs. Yeah. Why is this one broken? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna see just what difference it makes removing the filters. I think it's looking like a lot. Was this the one that was busted? It was one of these. I just hope it's not going to make that... I guess with requester chests that are always on, it's not going to make that much difference. With the old style of station that we had, the bots having a short trip to fill this up made a lot more sense. Like, as being more important. Oh. Wait, that's weird. Oh, that's where the robo port used to be. I still haven't patched all of these with the superchargers. All of a sudden we've got copper being loaded here. I wonder if that's a coincidence. I think I already did this one. And last but not least, not that these guys seem to be struggling. Alright, so if we suddenly see a lot more copper plate in motion, I feel like this deserves 5 trains. Kinda hard to tell at a glance. Copper plate. What are all... I'm not sure I understand how... we don't see more trains picking up from here all at the same time. Like, anytime I guess the resources are saturated all over the place, which is what we want. Yeah, there's probably a lot of trains coming to pick up copper plate at the moment. Okay. Let's... oh, it still hasn't drained. Okay, I guess I'll give that a little bit of time. And in the meantime, we need some brick shuttles. Where should we build our drop-off? Somewhere nice and close to bioscience. It's gonna be down here somewhere, probably, that I build the... what is it called? The data card that requires Vitalik epoxy as well. So I'm thinking right about here is probably fine for our new shuttle drop-off. We're going to need some scaffolding spiders. The regular construction spiders aren't carrying enough scaffolding for that job. But I may be able to get them to run a lap around here and build the rail. Okay, I'm going to take a short break. Could you make these circuits such that there is a set amount of one resource by combining the amount of ore and plates of that resource? That would prevent bringing too much ore to the smelters. I think it was more that when I built that block to start with... oh, I just thought of something else. Okay. So initially when I designed this, I counted all the chests, I did the math for all of the stack sizes and input resources and output resources, and I left room for the maximum of everything and then plus a little bit more. However, I think when I did design this, I didn't include Vita Melange Roast. I didn't think I would use the Omni Smelters for Vita Melange Roast. That may be pushing it over the edge. Although the fact that all of the Omni Smelters seem to work just fine once I remove those filters, to me suggests that maybe we can get away with... Either we can get away with the settings that we've got now, or once I start using these smelters to make Nacrium ingots, we're going to be in trouble again. In which case, I'll just have to put in some more storage chests, which we've got tons of room for. I mean, we already did, but I could add more here since removing the extra roboports and putting in some superchargers. Anyway, I will be back in a few minutes. How close is our ship? I want to know. I love the glow from this thing. Still quite a ways out. Okay then. Altian screensaver go. And back in a few minutes. 28 points left. We did it. Okay. Are we still not drained of this? Okay, I guess I'm not too surprised. What would be good to... Oh, that's right. I need a... I shouldn't have built all of this scaffolding just yet, actually. Do not move the spiders around while deleting scaffolding. You will delete spiders. If their precious little feet stand on the tile while it's being deconstructed. Hey, Revan. Good to see you again. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I just finished work for the day. How's it going? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. He's dead on brain. Okay. So, what was I looking for? The space truck, not space truck, brick shuttle. Drop off. And I actually may have estimated where to deconstruct pretty well there. Yeah. I mean, it was bigger than necessary, but who cares? And let's get the construction... Actually, no. Until I see all of those tiles marked for deconstruction removed, I'm not going to get any of the spiders to move. Okay. Should be... That's the wrong remote. Should just about be safe. And... Why are there holes? Let's try this again. Looking good. Alright. I was gonna say, what number are we up to? I would love to build these shuttles so that... Let's put this one here. So that the clamp ID we're using is the same ID that we get if we look at a resource with debug mode. So this is item ID 479 for Vitalik Epoxy. That would be a lot easier to keep track of and so on. This tree is not being very helpful. There we go. Let's try that again. But unfortunately, I didn't know I could do that at first. And I've got a bunch of arbitrary numbers for all of our resources. 124, so let's make this 125, 126, 27, 28. 25. Oops. That didn't seem to remove anything, actually. I hope. 126. 127. Don't know what resource this is going to be yet. And 128. Okay. So, 126. Let's get rid of the copper cable. It's very distracting. We're going to request 2400 of Vitalic Epoxy per chest. That was fish. There we go. And that is 16 chests times 2400 is, I think it's 38,000. 400? $38,400. Okay. If Vitalic Epoxy is greater than or equal to that minus a little bit, let's say 38,300, because sometimes the bots don't like to completely fill a chest. Then we take off. ID is 126. And I'll name this... Is there anything else called epoxy in space exploration? Epoxy. There is not, apparently. Why am I staring at my spider again? So I'm just gonna call this Epoxy Shuttle 1. And Epoxy Shuttle 2. Copy all the settings, because why not? Set filters on these storage chests for epoxy. Make sure all of that is connected. Fantastic. Why are there so many Ys? Good grief. There we go. No. Much better. Okay. We need to change this filter. Need to request 8 train loads. Wait, what? 50 times 48 times... No, 50 times 40 times 4 times 8. 64,000. Negative 64, okay. Epoxy requester. Switch it on. And we need to whitelist epoxy. And also summon our bots. I think that's everything on this end. And now in space, we need to set requests here for epoxy. There's a very tricky thing I'm trying to design at the moment. Even if I did design it, it would be a lot of work to replace all of the existing shuttles. But since I figured out effectively reading from the set request chests, I was thinking it might be possible to do basically logistics shuttle network. But there's a lot that's difficult to figure out there. However, for all of the work and it'll take and how difficult it'll be to figure out, not having to go through like 13 different steps to set up one more type of shuttle up here would definitely be preferable. What was this set to? 126? And if epoxy is equal 0, go back home. That should be fine. Except this should be 160. Alright, let's have a look at Nauvis. Epoxy is arriving. Our bots are late. But they are coming. That is a surprisingly long path. Actually, how many depots do I have for small trains? Is it just this one still? That might explain some of the travel time for the short trains. I don't know how urgent it is to do anything about that. Deconstruction spiders. I wanted them to get rid of the old Vitamelange build over here. And there's quite a lot that needs to be removed. Including a bunch of spice. Cool. Why is that? Oh, that was oddly specific to miss deconstructing. It's a very weird bit of terrain, this little white smiley. I also want to deconstruct this stuff, but there's still iridium there. There's everything except for water. I've been over this question. I was going to say, I don't know why water isn't being picked up, but this water is being picked up. The stuff that has... Oh, that's a good place to put prod modules. Yep, I'm definitely gonna do that. We haven't had trouble with Vulcanite for a while. And I would like to keep it that way. This is our secondary build of Vulcanite processing. It's a lower priority because it doesn't have the tier 6 prod modules all the way through. But, not if I can help it. How many prod modules are we missing here right now? 328. That's kind of a lot. But I do have a lot of them. I think I've got more in the ship still. Yeah, I do. Oh, we've also got energy beam receivers. I think there's at least one that I need to be placing as well. Okay, whoops. Let's head down here. That's a lot of trains. We're not still short on trains, right? Not enough logistic storage. Not enough logistic network space available. What is this? Oh, this is the old main bus base. Yeah, I still haven't completely dismantled that. Mostly because I forget about it. Feel almost nostalgic looking at it. Hey, Zura. Good to see you again. Oh, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so there's our decon spiders doing their thing. Is epoxy flowing? It's already run out of vitalic acid. I didn't think we had any... What? What? Okay, vitalic acid output is actually completely saturated. So, why... Because I switched this off, because I was working on it. A derp. Okay. I see how it is. Anyway. It's gonna take a minute before we see... Oh, there's still no bots here. That... Oh yeah, you're bringing robots? Fantastic. Cool. I never did figure out... where is it? How just once, out of like hundreds and hundreds or thousands of times, a train picking up robots from here, something got jammed. And this is like not an overly complicated circuit. It's one chest into one cargo wagon, and we set stack size so it doesn't go over. And right here, it's looking for 50 logistic bots. It gets exactly 50 logistic bots. So I don't know what that's about. I feel like the goal of space exploration should be to fly home. I think one of the... what's the word I'm looking for? Win conditions? Victory events? Is to get a spaceship that can leave the local cluster. So maybe it is. Speaking of way more machines than we need, especially with... Well, okay, when science is going at full speed, we'll need, like, significant flying robot frame throughput, but... this could definitely stand to be fewer machines with larger beacons. Pretty sure they are based around that one way or another. Oh, that's right, I was gonna put concrete here to mark the numbers for all of these. There it goes. Hopefully by the time there's lots and lots of epoxy here, we'll have enough robots to shift them. How's our ship doing? Still doing just fine. Density 300 and it's still going 27, 25. So the speed of this ship doesn't change that much. That actually kind of makes it even more efficient than I thought compared to the others. Because it's already going slow, because it's heavier, it doesn't make that much of a difference how much it slows down because of asteroids. And we still have the overall throughput that's higher. Cool. Let's check on Malthus orbit. I did already set this up, right? We need bots here. And I need to whitelist epoxy. Switch this on, and we're good to go. I would also like to fill in this block. And maybe we'll start on the next build. Which would be... decompression resistance data. Vitalic epoxy, significant biomass, blank data card. Recycled a significant biomass. 50% of the time we get decompression resistance data, 50% is junk. That's kind of rough. And we also get contaminated biosludge. I don't suppose we're getting any biomass? It's still experimental genetic data. Wait, is this? No, this is different. Oh. Okay, did I misread that earlier? Experimental genetic data. No, I think I checked this and traced it back to that thing I was just looking at. Experimental... Here it is. Uh-oh, what's... Oh, we're fine. Experimental genetic is missing biochemical, which is missing blank data card, which no doubt is going to be bottlenecking on copper, which it is. Okay. So how is copper looking? I should probably... I'm very tempted to bump up the priority on this a lot. Especially since we have all of these Omni-smelter stations with... some of them have like 100,000 copper plate, 200,000 copper plate. And I'm not seeing it get picked up. Not sure what that's about. Maybe I should... I would say maybe I should bump up the train limit, but there isn't even a train coming to this one. We have seen the trains pick up... Oh no. Oh no, you're kidding. It would probably help if we didn't have half of the output stations disabled, because that constant combinator was switched off when we were building this, and then we copy-pasted it. Yeah, doubling the speed at which we can output stuff to the rail network in these super fast Omni-smelter blocks, that might be useful. Maybe. Yeah, I was about to talk about putting up the train limit, but between the two of them we've got 4 trains coming in at any one time. But not so much. This series is going to be longer than One Piece. Hey, come on now. Nothing's longer than One Piece. Well, that will probably help with getting the copper where it needs to be. I still don't see a yellow light on this one. I might be not giving it enough time, though, considering that's probably deliveries scheduled already. Then again, there's so many resources to pick up here. Hmm. Copper plate, 19,000. Right stack threshold 190. So there is enough there to trigger a delivery. Not sure what's happening there. Let's get the rest of that built, please. Thank you. And we'll probably start this rail block like we always do. And then we need blank data card, metallic epoxy, and significant biomass. Significant gets recycled. We need a mechanical facility. No fluid input, only fluid output. So probably 2 belts for input. 1 belt and swapping of resources for the output. Let's start with the beacon, some mech facilities, and we can probably put them as close together as possible. Let's see, what was the name of the recipe? Decompressive resistance data. And the icon. It's a little alien thing with semicircle thingies. Alright, this one. Output like so. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we can only fit. Okay. 2 and 3. Fantastic. Alright, let's do the fluid output. And then I'm thinking here for the chest swaps. The only thing we're swapping is significant biomass. So filter output. Significant biomass. And I'm going to blacklist it for the output. How close are we to getting this stuff flowing again? Experimental biomass. Experimental bioculture, experimental genetic data, and biochemical. I forgot already. This just goes back to blank data cards. Okay, good to know. So this is blacklist, so that we get the decompression resistance data and junk data cards. And we'll just output like so. Come to think of it, that's kind of clustered. I want... I like this better, actually. Maybe. No I don't. Because I want this to be closer to the inserter that's going to have a blacklist based on the chest. These two need to be swapping resources, actually. So either way, one of these wires is going to be reaching all the way across. Okay then. That's connecting to the wrong thing. Read the... Really? Can't believe you've done this. I suppose I could connect to the inserter, make the inserter unconditional, and just read from the chest this way. We're going to set filters blacklist, so if there's any significant biomass in the chest, we're not going to pick it up. Our inputs start off as 1 to 1 to 1, so we'll actually probably put significant biomass on its own belt. So this will just be enable disable. This will be the significant biomass belt. And on the other end, we've got Vitalic Epoxy and Black Data Card on this belt. And because we're doing it this way, we can just set the same condition on the long arm inserters. Cool. So, outputs. I guess we are doing it here. Need this to go here and here. Except I think I'm missing this also. Let's see if this makes sense. Each machine should have one inserter with chest pointing at it. This is 2, isn't it? Let's start again. Okay. Let's go, I don't know, clockwise. As long as it's consistent. Alright, so we have 12 machines, 12 chests. Inserter pointing at this one, This one, this one, this one, this one, and so on. Fantastic. And then that reaches across there. No condition on this one. Condition on this one is everything equals 0. And that's going to be true of every inserter that's facing this belt. This needs to go here, actually. Maybe I'll switch up how I would normally lay this out. Okay, so that goes there. This goes here. This goes here. And this goes here. And on the other side, I guess we should line these up the same way. Kinda looks like there's a gap there, which there isn't. Okay, so that one is the input. That one. That one. Did I connect both of those to? Yeah, I did. These already have their settings copy-pasted. And last but not least, cool. And we need some long arms for the rest. I should double check, but I'm pretty sure the individual machines are going to be pretty slow. Alright, so if we go with this, 0.625 per second for each of these initial inputs. So a long arm definitely won't struggle. Well, actually, let me put tier 6 modules all the way through the mechanical facilities. See what that looks like. It's still only less than 1 per second per resource at maximum speed. So that's going to be easy to deal with. I think we will start by copying this part for the other half. And I guess this has to mirror what we're doing here because the wide area beacon's going to be in the way otherwise. Except that was wrong. These need to be long arm inserters. Almost missed that one. What the? Okay, that's just rude. a long arm. Goes here. With the same settings. Everything equals 0. And they're just going to read from the chest. Points to the same machine. And this one. And this one. And this one. And this one. And that just leaves the final belt. Actually, how fast is this whole thing gonna be if I 6 it up? Only slightly less than half a belt for each resource input. And less than 11 data cards per second out. Also, contaminated biosludge is only 65 per second. Maybe I'll double this to begin with. Nah, it's probably fine. Let's move our spiders over a little bit. And I think I'll just steal from this side for this part. Thank you. Sisyphus, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so input to input. Yeah, we're going to do the inner belt containing this stuff where possible, but 3 out of 4 of these. Input to input, input to input, input to input. These already have their settings, right? Yep. Input to input. And last but not least. Beautiful. Now then. It was all less than half a belt each, right? So we should be fine to just go with the usual loader. Unloader, rather. Let's add some signals. I'm surprised I still don't have a blueprint for this. It's pretty easy to make anyway. First of all, these chests need to have circuit wire. If literally for no reason, but we need to tell LTN what we've got. We're going to filter insert. Significant biomass is going on its own belt, so Vitalic Epoxy and blank data card. Oh, indeed. What are we eyeing?
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yes, indeed. Blank data card. Blank data card. Inserters go here. Connect all of the inserters to each other. And this belt, read it. When epoxy equals 0, you're allowed to swing again. Same goes for blank data card for you lot. Copy this across. Don't forget to connect this to here, and so on. And last but not least, significant biomass. Okay. Because we only need less than half a belt for each of these, we can simply merge. Let me start with the splitters, that makes it a bit easier. Go for the most basic merge. And then that's going on the outside belts. I guess we've already got a splitter here. So let's take that down this way. And this one. That should be this belt. Might be able to move all this up a tile or two, but I don't see the point this time. Perfect fit. Okay. So outside, outside, and secondary side. Oh, I forgot to add half of the inserters to the middle area. And these ones will be unconditional because they're not picking up significant biomass. Okay. We'll be wanting to connect our output fluids. And I actually haven't done the decompression resistance data and jump data card. Instead of doing it as a blacklist, I'm going to do it in a way that is more clear what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. These two. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Could just do it this way. This part has to be there. This part, not so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then there's no, like, middle to this part. Can I put it here? I think that's too far. Yeah. I guess this might be slightly more readable. I can't do it here. It's fine. Let's just cut and paste this part. And And it is actually about time to finish the stream for today. Let's see who's streaming. We got Mucky. I think I will raid Mucky. It's been a minute. Yeah, why not? Thank you all for watching. Do take care, and I'll see you next time. Check out the Discord or Blueprints if you like, or if you have any questions or anything, by all means. And, say hello to Mucky for me. Take care, guys.
Frodo gets the easy kill.